Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. So in this video, let's try to solve an SQL problem where we will need to transform our data from row level to column level. So in SQL, we normally whenever we want to transform row level to column level, we normally use concept of pivot for some SQL database. So this concept of pivot is normally supported in database like Oracle, SQL Server, but it is not supported by some of the database. For example, Postgre, there's something else called crosstab. So crosstab plays the same role as pivot, Postgre SQL. So there's just some few syntax, but it just plays the same role as pivot in SQL Server and Oracle database. So for this video, for this video, we're going to use SQL Server. So that means we're going to use the pivot concept to transform data from column to from row to column. So for example, we can see this started. So we have this table. This is our original table that we're going to. So we want to transform this quarters of this table from rows to column. So let's get started. So our first, so the syntax for transforming the row the row level data to, so that is select star select 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 star from so this one we're going to write the original table, original table, and then we give alias of this original table. Let's call it raw data, raw table. And then from this original table, we're going to pivot the column quarter of this original table. So write pivot and then you into bracket, and then we write, so we write the summary of our pivoted column. So summary, so we write aggregation function for our pivoted column names, column values in. So this one we're going to write the column values for example, our case is Q1 and Q2, and then so we can alias this one as pivoted, pivoted table. So first of all, we will have the original table, and then we're going to pivot the original table. We're going to pivot the original table, and then we're going to use the summary. We're going to find the summary of the values. So for this case, we're going to find the summary of sales for the pivoted column. So the pivoted column are Q1 and Q2. So here we're going to insert the original table. So this our original table, copy, and then you insert here. And then here the aggregation function is sum of sales, sum sales for column name. So here we left. So our column name is coming from this column. The new column, the new pivoted columns will be originated from this column. So you write quota, quota, quota. Yeah. So if you run this, yeah, in, let's put a bracket here. And then we run this one. Yeah. So we first of all gotten our original table, and the original table we pivoted the quota, the column quota. We pivoted the column quota, and then we find the summary of this of sale of this new pivoted column, and then we have right select star from the new pivoted table, and we find that and we've gotten our final output table. So this is products, and you can see the Q1 and Q2 that were original rows have now been transformed to column, and then you can see the summary, the summation of Q1 and Q2 in product Apple. These are the summation of Q1 and Q in product Apple, and then summation of Q1 and Q2 in product Mango. So you can see we've successfully transformed the rows to column, and then we've summarized yeah on this table. Yeah. So if you have found this video helpful, subscribe, comment, and let's meet in the next video. Thank you, and let's meet in the next video.